You are looking at the spot where maybe the most famous shot in Toronto Raptor history was made. Alvin Williams knocks it down from here, and the Raptors win their one and only playoff series, a 5-game set against the New York Knicks right here at the world's most famous arena. Paul Jones and Sherman Hamilton here at Madison Square Garden. And Sherm, they're hoping, Raptor fans are hoping that this year the Raptors surpass what Alvin Williams, Vince Carter, Antonio Davis and company accomplished by winning a 7-game series in the first round.
Yeah, and they seem poised to do that. And you think about this franchise and all the records that are dropping this season, that would be great for the Raptors to end up in the second round. And we've said this from the beginning of the season, that they can get everything they want in the regular season, but they're really going to be judged on how they perform in the playoffs, which is a good thing, adds pressure, but it just shows how much growth has occurred in this franchise.
Well, sure, the thing that has impressed me, you talk about growth, is the way the bench has played, the depth. I mean, when you look at the last game, no DeRozan, no Lowry, no Scola, DeMarre Carroll, because of the back-to-back, they're taking it easy on his knee. And the kiddie core, the youngsters come in. Norman Powell and DeLon Wright, both with career highs. Everybody plays well, and they really, really took Indiana apart.
Yeah, and it's something you and I have discussed all season long. It's so tough to develop and win at the same time, and when you see those guys play, you're pretty impressed at the fact that they've come so far since the beginning of the season in a situation where this team has been playing very well. Usually rookies and younger players don't get an opportunity to play. Somehow, some way, they've gotten better throughout the season. Obviously, the D-League team has been huge for them, but I think when Dwayne Casey gets a chance to look down the bench, he has more confidence now because they've played some competitive games and they've done a good job at answering the call against some very good teams.
Well, Sherm, tonight DeLon Wright will not play. He's got a hip pointer. Scola and Wright out of the lineup, didn't even make the trip, as a matter of fact, to New York. But we expect that the All-Stars after a day off, a game off, Lowry and DeRozan will return. And we've talked about the last 7 games, playoff teams. Yeah. They've had to pick up the intensity. What happens tonight against a team maybe that isn't playing for anything in the New York Knicks?
Yeah, I think it's one of those games where if DeMar and Kyle are playing in this game, you make sure that they get out there, they get some good run, get some reps, and, you know, keep their sharpness, because you're going to need those guys to be playing at a high level when the playoffs start. So you don't want them to get too lax, get them some good reps, and then you're going to allow other guys to play. And I think you got to balance that out. And we talk about resting. Well, you can play a bit and you can sit down for a lot of the game, and that's significant rest as well. But there's no question that there are guys on this roster that need to continue to play, need to continue to get those reps. And I think they approach this game just like they approached the last couple games against very good teams in terms of the playoffs. You've got to go hard, and that sustained level of effort and energy that they're playing with, to me, has gotten better throughout the course of this season. So that's something that they're building on as well as they move towards the playoffs.
It's about them and nobody else. And you can see it tonight, 7:30 on Sportsnet 1, and hear it at the same time, Sportsnet 590, The Fan.